college football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure.
Turning it on! Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play calling because the offense is trying to go fast.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So the Missouri Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Right back to the well. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Got a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are marching down the field. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Tardy. Not much much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Green. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blake. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground, it's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Green. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense. Possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this off.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. And they strike first. They can use this. To sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Let's go, right.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it on the outside. It's Johnson. It's out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Hardy. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. Really good running. Gets it into the red. We'll have it at the 16. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Dances away to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, it's Green. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds his man, it's Blake.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
The kick is on its way. He makes the catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Tigers are in the hurry out. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. There he goes. catch it.
Number 29 in the end zone.
And I love this offense, man. Stay. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the ground. No, he got loose. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. And some room to work. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll be 4th and goal snap in the shotgun. Max looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Defender. A little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. You want to be physical on defense, but too much grabbing. They got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Green. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Power football with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Mizzou has it back in the coming out on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Blake. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They believe they can run right here. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two